Go ahead.
All right, so we are going to continue our clipping videos, and we're going to clip legs today. And I've got Rowdy here with these really nice furry legs, and so we're going to go over what we would do with these. Ideally, if I was going to be clipping these for a show, I would do them about 2 weeks ahead of time because he's pretty hairy, and I want to leave time for it to kind of grow out and smooth out a little bit. The tool I'm going to use today, we have some clippers. They're called Groomer's Edge clippers, and they have a separate, they have a real thick cord here, and they have a separate motor. They work really good for body clipping or clipping hairy legs. You can use the wall Arco clippers that I showed in the other tutorial on clipping heads that we did about a month ago, but those will be a little bit slower. And if you did a bunch of horses, you would probably burn out the motor in that. So these are really rated for lots of heavy clipping. So I'm going to turn them on, and then we'll get started on his front legs. So I'm going to show clipping this white leg here. So when you're clipping, the closest clip is going to be when your blades are flat with what you're clipping, okay? So I'm going to keep them flat, and that's going to give me the closest clip on these white legs. Now I'll show you in a minute what we're going to do for blending, and we won't be keeping them flat, okay? So I'm going to keep them nice and flat, take all the white hair off. Another tip is if the horse's legs are very dirty, clean them, let them dry, and then clip them. So this is where I see a lot of people stop clipping, and you need to keep going and do something with this super hairy leg that goes into the white, okay? So like I said earlier, to get the closest clip, we keep the blades flat. Well, I don't want to clip that this close because it will be way too close and it'll change color. So the second longest clip is to bring the blades out, probably see it better here, at an angle like this, and that will not clip as close, but it will still clip. So that's what I'm going to do here and kind of blend this in. Then the third way to take hair off that makes it even longer is to go down with the hair, this direction, okay? So I'm going to kind of show you all those things. So here I'm picking up the end of the clippers, so I've got them at more of an angle. I'm going to kind of come into this hair a little bit, just taper this edge. Okay, and then I'm going to come down with the hair. So move his leg out of the way here a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to come down. Now you can see it's making some little chop marks. That's fine. That's why we're doing this 2 weeks before the show, because it will grow out and look much better. sometimes there's a little channel here. Sometimes you got to move the skin to be able to get in that channel. Okay, and then I'm going to continue on the other side. Doing kind of the same idea. So I'm picking up the end of the clippers so that it doesn't clip as close, but it clips a little bit. Just kind of gets that long hair sticking out. And it'll fluff it up like that. That's kind of the idea, is to just get the long pieces. Looking better. And again, I got this channel here where I gotta rotate a little bit. Okay, and then see, this is super hairy back here. Everything's sticking out. I'm gonna go with the hair. My goal is to make him look like he's got more tapered legs and he's more refined, not like he's got these big furry legs going on here, okay? So I'm gonna smooth this out just a little bit. I got a little bit of lines coming in here. Don't be worried about some lines though, because you're gonna have to make some lines to be able to take that much hair off. And then that's why we're doing it a couple weeks ahead of time, okay? In the summer, you can do it right away because they're not this hairy. All right, so go ahead. Okay, so we're back. I have clipped the other 2 white legs and gotten them all nicely trimmed up. Pretty much follow the same technique here. They were just easier because the white went up higher. Now we're gonna attack this brown leg. This is gonna be the hardest one to do because the brown's gonna change color. And I've got to get it looking not like this hairy gap here, okay? So I'm going to start with the clippers flat down here because that's going to give me my closest clip. And I'm only going to go up maybe an inch or 2. And then I'm going to start blending from there, okay? So this is going to be our closest clip. And I'm going to start kind of coming up, bringing the back, see the angle of my hand. So I'm not here, this is close. Coming up, a little bit more of an angle. I'm going to cup up into here just a little bit. Notice you see I'm smoothing it out to see, okay, how's it look? How's it look? And then on the back, I might come over here. On the back of the fetlock, I'm going to go against the hair in this area too. And get a lot of this really heavy feathers. Off in this area. Okay, then I'm going to start going down to blend that all together. I've got some cowlicks here. And the harder you push, the more hair you're going to get off. So I'll just barely press here and then get a little bit harder as I go down. Okay. And the very longest clip is going to be this one, where I've got the tines straight forward. Other trick you can do is go a little bit of an angle. Sometimes that will smooth things out better. Looking better. I'm going to blend. This just looks a little choppy there, so I'm just going to blend that together. right, keep going on the other side. I might have to move his foot a little bit here. Same idea, just coming up a little bit. So this is, I'm not getting enough off, so I got to switch to this angle. And I'm going to rotate, get at that hair in this channel. Come on, Rod. Step. Oh. Gotta get at this one spot here. There we go. Okay. Can you see that, Gemma? Okay, so that's our completed brown leg. And once that grows out a little bit, everything will soften up and it'll look really nice and trimmed.